Okay, so what I've done is I have julienned the peppers, onion, and garlic into small pieces. And I've put my saucepan with a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna saute these vegetables until they just become caramelized and fragrant. All right? We're gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper. I tell my daughter, I call that a couple of sprigs. Just to bring out that flavor. We're sauteing these on a low heat because we don't want them to get burned. We just want them to become tender. These vegetables, they're actually giving the pan a flavor. That sounds weird, I know, but I like to cook the vegetables first because that olive oil becomes really fragrant with the flavor of the peppers, onion, and garlic. What's gonna happen when these guys become tender is I'm gonna take them out and then I'm gonna cook the salmon in the very same oil. Okay? In the meantime, I'll tell you that the seasoning mixture that I'm using here is pretty simple. I like to use cracked pepper. Give it a few sprigs of cracked pepper on the shrimp. Same thing on the salmon. I give it some sprigs of cracked sea salt on the shrimp and on the salmon. And lastly, I have powdered garlic, which I like to sprinkle on. You could be generous with the garlic. Gives it a nice little flavor, not too overpowering. Back to these veggies that are cooking nicely. Oh, by the way, what I have here in the back pan are the guineitos. Basically, I left the peel on. These are green bananas. I left the peel on. I cut off the edges and I gave it a little slice. And they're simply boiling in water, and I put a little bit of salt in that water to help them become tender as well. These look nice. They smell wonderful. Now, I'm gonna flip this salmon and we're gonna season the other side. Did I mention that I put a little bit of olive oil over the salmon before the seasoning? Well, I did. I'm gonna mix the shrimp a little bit also to mix the seasoning around. I think the shrimp are pretty well seasoned right now, so I'm gonna leave them alone. Salmon, I'm gonna give it another crack. Few cracks. You could see it's nice, thick, coarse pepper. And a few cracks of salt. Don't worry, it won't be too salty. And a little bit of garlic powder. I know some people might think that this is too much seasoning. Some people might think it's not enough. I think it's just right. These vegetables look delicious. I think I might be ready to take them out already. Remember, I just wanted them to become a little bit tender. And I wanted to get that flavor onto my saute pan. Because when I pull these out, I'm gonna pop up the flame to high And then we're going to pan sear that delicious salmon and shrimp. Come on, guys. Gotta get out the pan. Get out the pan. Make room for the big guns. You see those nice little tender pieces of garlic down there? I might have to fish those out with a spoon or something. I definitely want them on our plate. There we go. You don't need to add any more oil to this. You see there's a little bit of olive oil in there. What you do need to do is crank up your heat to high. See that? Nice big flame. I'm gonna get our heat nice and high. And next, these guys are nice and seasoned on both sides. They look delicious, as my friend Bill would say. It's nice and popping already. I'm just gonna lay these down right there. Give them a little space in between each other. And we'll let those cook. Easy. Easy breezy. There we go.